This is Travis of Campaigns of the Plains. You may know me better as Chatscatmusin of the D&D sessions, or Henrietta Kills 100 of our Monster of the Week game. Tune in every Friday for a new episode of our crazy adventures right here on the Campaigns of the Plains channel. Now, back to the game.
Well, welcome back to Monster of the Week. As you can see, we're all in our Halloween getup, and some of us chose to dress as our characters, as you can kind of tell, and I don't have a character, so...
No, you're definitely your character.
I am a character.
I'm pretty sure we met a nerd in an episode once.
You did. It was a chess guy who turned out to be a...
we murdered him with
kindness.
with some fire, I think, right? Big boom?
Big boom.
Big
Lot of boom.
Lot of
Yeah.
boom.
All right. So yeah, I mean, we'll start off this particular episode. As you can see, we are missing Henrietta and Olivia. We are going to try to catch these guys up and hopefully have a future episode sometime all together. But time to play a little catch up. So then, you guys had all finished your mission. Gray, you had escaped from the or was allowed to leave, rather, from the police lockup detainment there, and you actually had met the Earth Elemental, and the fun toy that you had stowed away on your plane, that the agent that has been chasing you for quite some time actually managed to weasel off of your plane, seemed to do something against Ardanis, and he didn't like it. Not very much, so he kind of GTFO'd. Dawn and Danica had stopped at a Circle K, I believe is what it was.
Yes, it was the Circle K.
Yeah, and had picked up an atlas, as well as a bunch of first aid stuff.
And a Circle K shopping cart.
And a Circle K shopping cart, or shopping basket. But you had also met a small girl in oversized clothes who began to pelt you with water, you and the poor cashier at Circle K. And Dawn had tried to trap this being, but this being just evaporated into water and had slipped through the cracks of the floor. You guys went back to the hotel, did a little bit of talking, but then, Gray, you had received a call on your cell phone from Henrietta, saying that you needed to get there now, need to get to the Black Hills. So that is where we will start. You two had been in your room with the blood sigils painted by your mother. Gray, you had actually retired to your own room at this point. So you're actually alone in the room when you get this call.
Ooh. Okay. I'm trying to remember, God, because that was so dang long ago.
Actually, I thought he was in the room with us, because I remember being like, wait, is that Henry?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yep. So you guys are all in the same room. I forgot. So, yeah, you are in the same room.
Okay. Yeah, and then she said, we're in the hills.
Yep.
The Black Hills.
She did say the Black Hills.
Yeah, okay. We're in the Black Hills. Which Black Hills? Did you know there are more than one Black Hills in the United States?
There are, but knowing Henrietta and where she's from,
all right,
I'd say you'd be able to make the connection. Plus, I believe you said, "Why does everything want us to go back to South Dakota?"
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, because I need to go to Keystone. I need to go to Keystone for an important reason, probably.
But you haven't told any about that, right?
I just told you about
that.
Okay. Yeah.
You couldn't remember what we...
I told you because I said I don't know if Mr. Gray would probably just try to steal this and sell it on the black market.
Oh, yeah. And there was a blood signal, so I would probably be like, "What this?"
You did.
Doing some. I think I even said just doing some redecorating.
Yeah. All right.
Oh yeah, because there was it was your mother showed up and like fucking painted the room in blood.
She was being chased by something apparently.
Yes. Okay, yeah, because I walk in, I'm like,
yeah, you kind of were like, I don't even care. I'm not gonna ask.
why?
And then I told you I asked you if you had sex with the water elemental because we met your daughter.
Did they say it was her daughter?
No. We met somebody who was looking for you, and that's why. And I insinuated it could be his daughter.
Yeah. We'll have to figure that out at some point.
So
all right.
Now, you guys are all in the room, and Gray just gets off the phone. You ask, "Is that Henry?" And we'll start there.
Yeah, they're back in the Black Hills.
That was my timer to wake up this morning. Clearly set that wrong. I apologize.
The Black Hills in
South Dakota.
Oh,
We have to go
okay.
back there.
Is that?
Apparently,
I feel like I asked this last game. Is that nearby Keystone?
Yes.
Oh, well, we gotta go there too.
Well, we need to make it quick. It sounds like, she was distressed. This doesn't sound like Olivia's in a good place.
Henry is always a little distressed.
What's wrong with Olivia?
She didn't say, but she was shooken, so I think we need to go.
She did say she was slipping, is what she had said over the phone to you.
They caught her slipping.
Something about her slipping.
Like on ice?
I don't think it's that.
I mean, it is September, so
the
it could
way
be
her
snowing.
voice was trembling.
Wasn't good.
No.
I hope she ain't dead.
And as far as I can tell right now, we need the both of them.
Oh, God. I hope she ain't dead, and I hope it ain't my fault. I did, the whole plane thing.
There's no time for us to worry about that.
Okay, well, how are we going to get there? Because your plane crashed this morning.
That was a couple days ago, wasn't
No.
it?
Damn.
It was today. We have not slept yet.
Yeah.
We've been to the college and everything.
Yeah, it's all been the same day.
Well, I did advise
We could sleep on the way there, I guess.
What, do we have another plane?
I assume he's got a whole...
Yeah, but
fleet
is
of
it
them.
here?
It can be. Why don't we get some rest while they come in?
Okay. We'll leave at dawn or something?
That sounds great.
It really ain't. It's real early. There's no sun yet, but
Okay. I'm not sure why that matters.
it doesn't. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Rest up, go to the Black Hills. Yeah. Hey, is that where Mount Rushmore is?
Yes.
Oh, all right. We should go. Pending Olivia being safe, we go with everybody.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's a monument to a bunch of politicians. Sounds like an exciting place to go visit.
Well, I mean, I've been traveling for a few months, and I always try to go see the sights in the state. I went to a big ball of yarn just before I met y'all. I took some pictures. I haven't gotten them developed yet. I haven't really had time, but
Little disposable camera
Yeah, right.
somewhere.
I don't think we had those yet.
Oh, maybe
in the
not.
80s, I think they had disposable
I feel like
cameras.
those didn't come out until like the 90s.
Wind them. No.
She's got a maybe like
Polaroids.
a Polaroid.
Yeah.
Those I don't need to get developed. They develop themselves.
Just shake it like a Polaroid picture. Anyway.
But yeah, I'm worried about Olivia. I would definitely think we should get there as soon as possible. I mean, we could take a commercial flight.
Yeah, I don't think we're getting on a commercial plane.
Why not?
Have you met him? He's probably on like a no-fly list.
I mean, he's probably got like 6 passports with different names on, and he'll be fine.
Gray, you look over in the corner of her room where her guitar case is propped up and open with her still kind of bloody sword from earlier today.
What?
What is this?
It's a sword.
I can see that.
And a fender.
You have an idea that it's probably not going to get through customs.
Well, I'll just tell them that I'm going to a convention.
With a sword.
Yeah.
That has blood
it's
on
a
it?
prop sword. It's prop blood.
I think I might have went fly in the 80s. I'm not sure.
That's not going anywhere.
You think they'd let me take my gun on the plane?
Oh, sure.
Okay. I haven't flown on a plane commercially in a little bit.
We have time to get transport in. If anything, we can drive a little while to get to another airport where they may have to land. We'll see what happens. But I suggest right now, because it is late and we've all had quite the day, especially you getting thrown around a ambulance like
you were
a
in a
Cracker
car
Jack.
I was
accident.
nearly dead.
Actually, I think we were all could easily acceptably say we were in some kind of form of car
Hero.
accident today. Car altercation.
Some worse than others.
Yeah, your detective friend, and I make the flip, like, do this a bunch of times.
Yeah. He was not too happy about that, by the way.
Yeah, how did you get out of jail?
Walked out.
Okay, well, that makes some sense, actually, yeah. Yeah.
It pays to have connections. And sometimes things just work out in your favor. So, why don't we go ahead and get our rest, and then I'll make some calls and see if I can get us a plan.
Sounds good to me.
Alright.
All right, so you guys are both staying in one room, I believe, right?
Sure.
Do we want to go to your room because of all the blood sigils all over the walls?
Yeah, that might be
Yeah.
a little...
Oh, is that too weird?
I mean, it's actually probably more safe in here. I don't know what they are protecting me against, but they are protecting me against something.
Would I recognize any of the symbols? Like, I don't remember if we did that or not.
I don't know.
Go ahead and do investigate a mystery for me.
First roll, girls and
Yep.
boys.
B plus your sharp.
I don't think I have good sharp, but let's double check. Oh, I don't have horrible sharp. So that'd be a 7.
7. So yeah, you have a hold 1. So you can ask any of the questions listed there on the investigate mystery. But I mean, we'll skip that. Just reminding you what it does. But yeah, you take a look around, and these ruins are also in Gaelic. Like what you've seen and what you use for your spells and whatnot. So, yeah, they are old Gaelic runes. And there are a few others that you don't know.
Okay.
But most of them being Gaelic.
Would I know what are they protecting? Are they...
Yeah, they're definitely protecting against, like, any type of intrusion by spell work, like any type of scrying, any type of location type of spells. There's also a couple of Gaelic warding to keep certain creatures out.
Would I recognize what creatures, or just... Is it a general...
It's a general kind of, like, keep creatures of ill will out, kind of. But you know that from your spell work, like, that's probably why there's other sigils as well that you don't recognize, because sometimes they have to be paired with something else, because it's a catch-all.
Yeah.
But it might not catch all.
It's a safety net on a safety net.
Yeah.
We might want to stay here. These are all protective runes and might be the safest place.
Sounds good.
Okay, see you later, Gray.
Bye, good
Pushes him out
night.
and shuts the door.
Sleep tight. Be safe.
All right, so you guys, it's super late by now, probably 11 to almost midnight now, so you guys can And you guys have been, like, girl partying it all day with, like, candy wrappers and stuff on the bed and whatnot.
Time for a sugar crash while we buy something else on HBO.
Yeah, probably. That's what I'm assuming.
I need to take a hot shower or something. I just need to...
You guys did after you...
Yeah.
Good. Good. I'm glad we were...
Yeah, you guys had after you had
Grim
come
was in
back
prison for a while.
Oh, okay.
We partied.
Yeah, before Gray had come back, you had gotten in a shower. So, great. You retreat, or rather pushed out of the room, and then you hear the click of the door, and you're like, okay, back to my room, I guess.
That's whatever. I do not care.
Sounds good.
I prefer to stay by myself anyway. So yeah, I'll go back to my room. I will make some phone calls
Sounds good.
around. Just I need to get a plane in, you know.
I assumed it was like the back of the phone book phone calls.
Oh,
976. I don't remember what they were.
8675309.
Exactly.
But yeah, anyway, who are you calling first? Are you calling about your plane first?
yeah.
Okay.
Well, I want to call the pilot. The pilot that flew us here,
Mhm.
and see if he has any way of getting one inbound to us overnight.
Okay, so you dial him up, and he is still at the hangar. He tells you so. He said that after you guys left, they actually had emergency crews cleaning up the runway that you guys had crashed on and whatnot. And he had called about a replacement plane shortly after. And he says they're sending another plane, but it's going to have a passenger on it. Somebody from the board.
Look, I don't make deals that result in them wanting to watch every single move I make.
I understand that, sir. I'm passing along the information.
Why are they coming?
I don't know. It's just one of them.
Which one?
I don't know, sir.
I don't understand. Whatever. We'll deal with it when they get here.
They should be here bright and early in the morning, about 6 o'clock. They told me to tell you to be on time.
Well, of course, they want me to be on time, but they can't bother to be on time whenever they're needed. That's great. Well, we'll be there. We'll be there hopefully before they arrive. We're just trying to get a little bit of rest in. We need to get to the Black Hills. Do you think the plane coming in will actually make it?
Have you also figured out what happened with this one?
Yeah, so the technicians were taking a look, and it looked like something had eroded the landing gear, and also had severed the fuel line while we were in air. So it's good that we landed when we did.
Okay.
It was almost they said it was almost like somebody had sandblasted the metal away on the landing gear.
Well, it sounds like, yeah, we've got a friend that's been following us. I met a particular sandblasting friend at the precinct just this afternoon, so...
Glad to hear that you made it out unscathed.
Well, when have you known me to get stuck in a prison?
That's fair.
All right. Well, we're going to need you to be in tip-top shape, so you might as well get some rest as well. We'll see you in the morning.
So you get a click. Yeah, normally board members generally don't bother you. They used to in the beginning, but I mean, since then you've proven yourself on more than one occasion to be reliable and aligned with their interests as far as making money goes. So most of them don't bother you, but for some reason it sounds like they're sending somebody in to check on you after probably a few years of not having to have done so.
Okay. All right. Well, I think actually I just needed to make sure that we had that. I feel like I'm well off enough right now. So I'll go ahead and I'll get some rest for the night.
All right. So you guys fall asleep, and right in the middle of the night, you get kind of thirsty. You decide to get up, grab a glass of water. As you get up, your phone starts to ring again.
All right.
You take a look at the bedside clock, and it's reading about 3 o'clock in the morning right now.
Okay. Well, I do have contacts around the world, so. Alright, I'll answer it.
So you answer it, and all of a sudden you hear that raspy, familiar voice again, and it's Henrietta. And she starts repeating the message to you that she did earlier, and a little tingle kind of comes up your spine because it's exactly as she had said it earlier.
Same tone.
Same
pace.
tone, same pace, same words. And, she just ends it with, get to the Black Hills, and the phone hangs up again.
Okay. Does it show a number, an inbound number at all?
Nope.
Okay.
Your phones never do, but then again, it didn't even say like unknown caller or anything like that.
Does it even show that there was a call record?
So you look back on there and you flip back, and the last call on the phone was you to your pilot.
Did the phones in the 80s have call records?
I didn't have a cell phone back in the 80s, but caller ID didn't show up until early 90s.
Yeah, you wouldn't even be able to see who called you. I remember my...
You could still have a record of incoming calls. Like, there was a call, it just wouldn't say who it was from or what the number was.
I don't remember there being a call log at all, because the phones were just, literally phones.
Just receivers.
With,
I don't know what...
with a dial
I assume you're
pad.
using, your, cell phone. I don't know what a cell phone was like. And
there wasn't.
He's got one of the newer ones with the bright green neon displays. So
this was 86 or 87?
Yeah,
it's 85. But
those dot matrix LCDs.
Yep.
I didn't even know that there were screens on phones in the 80s.
Yep.
I don't know if there were.
On the bigger ones,
Yeah,
there definitely were.
They were probably
my grandpa had one, so
super expensive.
Yes.
Oh, like these things.
Yes. So
okay.
basically the only thing it tells you is your call log, your list of calls, was it received, was it made, what time, that kind of thing. That's really the only list that it gives you, because then you can redial one of the numbers if it was somebody that's saved in your contacts.
Okay. So, all right. And it's 3 o'clock? No! That's too spooky. All right.
Too spoopy for me.
Meanwhile, we have HBO'd another movie. Just
I
party
guess
all night.
I'm gonna just lay down, and it's probably going to kind of have disturbed me a little too much to get a whole lot more sleep, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe it's...
You lay back down in the bed, and you start thinking about it, and you're on edge, but eventually your body lets you fall asleep, and suddenly you wake up again. You got that same kind of thirst, and you get up just kind of instinctually, head over to the sink, and you look, and the cup that had been in this little kitchenette that you would have had in your suite, they would have had them near the sink or by the cupboard, something like that. It's actually on the table, the bedside table, as you look back to see what time it is, and where the fuck are the cups? You look back and it says 3 o'clock on your phone, or on your bedside clock, and you hear your phone go off again. Flip over to
God
you
damn.
guys. As that chill goes up your spine, flip over to you guys. You guys fall asleep on individual beds, or same bed. I don't care. You decide.
Same bed.
With HBO playing, and eventually it gets in, like, you fall asleep with the TV on. Eventually it gets to the point where it's just all static. You know, they're not playing anything. They did the national anthem kind of thing at like super late, and nothing's playing on the TV. And you hear that kind of white noise a little bit from the TV, that, you know, and all of a sudden the TV starts to kind of, and Dawn, you actually hear it first. You feel kind of a tingle kind of go up your spine, and you see the TV's kind of blinking in and out. And
Is it a rhythm or anything like that? Like,
doesn't
just
seem to be
kind of-
any type of pattern, just
Okay.
randomly like cutting in and out. And you look beside you and you see that Danica is kind of slowly coming to as well. You both kind of look at each other as the TV's kind of and you feel like you're not alone right now.
I think the TV's just broken, and I turn it off.
You go to kind of get out of the bed and flip the dial to turn it off, and you click it, and you go to crawl back in bed, and you hear this analog knob go, and it goes,
Unplug it. Just unplug
and
it.
it's even louder.
Just unplug it.
Unplug it.
All right, so you unplug it, and it goes, boop. And as you unplug it, you kind of stand back up from the TV, and you see a face in the black screen of the
fuck
TV
no.
itself.
She just like
It's this like scarred, burned visage in the screen, and it's just smiling at you. It's got this like wide-brimmed hat, and it's like, "Hello, my dearie."
she screeches at the TV and then like fucking punches it.
This is like a glass TV.
Right? So yeah, I mean, you punch the glass TV, and yeah, it hurts.
Why did
'Cause
I do that? Oh my god! Don, the TV's haunted.
Don, you see this face and hear this voice as well coming from the TV, like the black pitch of the
We
TV.
don't recognize the face. It's just
Yeah, it's like this burnt visage. Actually, like, there's something about the face that it's on the tip of your tongue, like, but it's not anybody
like
that you
kind of deja vu feeling, like
I've seen this face somewhere before,
but I can't.
can't place it.
Okay.
And then like when you punch the TV, it rocks back a little bit, and then the visage is gone when it kind of comes back forward.
You saw that, right?
Yeah. Do you recognize that person? Do you know that?
How the fuck do I know haunted TV man?
How did it get through these protection sigils?
You look around at all of the sigils, and they have these claw marks through the wall.
I'm gonna go get Mr. Gray. I'm scared.
Don't leave me here alone.
Come with me.
Okay. Like,
So you guys get up out of the bed, and you start going towards the door, and all of a sudden you lose unconscious.
What?
okay.
Both of them?
All of a sudden you hear,
Are we like laying on the floor?
no, you wake up again, Dawn, and you're in the bed again.
And it's just like repeating.
The TV is like, yeah, it's doing that thing
It's
where
plugged
it's
in and and we recall what just happened.
Mm-hmm.
What is this? Is this some sort of loop? Like We've done this before.
I would like to leave this room, please.
All right, so you get up and you start like jiggling on the doorknob and everything, and all of a sudden, like it's one of those doorknobs where it comes out and it kind of, it's knob, not an actual like round one, but one with a lever on it. And you go to put your hand on the door, and all of a sudden it turns into another hand and grabs yours.
Oh God! She just like starts to shriek, like screech at the top of her lungs.
You recoil back from the door, and the doorknob is playing again. Dawn, you didn't see this because she had
The door held my hand, and it was not nice. It was there. I don't like this. Can we leave? I think the door's haunted too. Excuse me, Mr. Haunted Hotel Room. Just let me out.
Can I read a bad situation?
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's an 8?
An 8? Okay, so you have a hold 1 on 8.
Okay, so what is our best way out of this room?
I mean, if she hasn't tried or she already tried the door and it seemed like something went wrong there. I mean, there's the windows, but you guys are up on a higher floor. Besides that, there's no like attached door or anything like that.
Suite or anything.
Oh wait! And I dig around in my bag and I pull out my phone and I call Gray.
You are digging around. You're throwing stuff out of your bag. You grab your cell phone and you start punching in Gray's number and you hit the send button and you hear this voice on the other end go, "Oh, we're just starting to play. What are you doing?"
You're not Gray.
Oh, I can be Gray if you want me to.
I don't. Who are you?
Find out soon enough.
I don't like that answer.
And it just beep, 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 beep. You look, Dawn, right next to you as you're still in bed. You look at your, the clock on, the bedside table, and it starts, spinning backwards.
Oh, it's one of those,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's an analog.
Or not analog, but, where it, flips.
What's that?
It's yeah, like that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It starts real slow at first, and then it starts...
Why did we let Gray pick the hotel? We should have went and stayed in the one I thought was haunted. Clearly this one's the one that's haunted.
Can I get out of bed? Can I run to my bag and get supplies? And can I start trying to banish a spirit?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. This is weird.
Can I help? Can I help?
You can help. Wait 1 second. She's going to try to help you as she sees what you're trying to do, and she's like, yes, good idea.
Oh, God. What's my cool?
Isn't that weird? Oh, help is
cool.
It's been a while since
Yep.
7.
7? Want to help out? You grant a +1 to their roll, but
so you get a +2 for me because of my ability.
Yep.
So I get so it's a +2 weird, right?
Yeah.
So it's your weird, plus your roll, plus another 2.
Just 2. Okay, so it's whatever I roll plus 4.
And I expose myself to danger, but I am already in a lot of danger, so that's good.
I rolled a nat 11.
Nat 11. All right.
15.
That's real
good. Yeah. So, you're using magic there. It goes off without a hitch. You're choosing to banish spirits. So you start the incantation. You start to try to banish this spirit. And you focus on your magic, and you hear, "Oh no!" And you're like, all right, yeah, I did it. And then you look over at Danica and you see these red marks start forming up on her stomach. And Danica, you feel this searing pain, and all of a sudden you take 2 harm.
Okay.
And
so I only take 1 harm because I have armor.
And you see as she goes flying against one of the walls, and she starts sliding up the wall into the corner of the room itself.
Oh my god.
Some girls' night.
What a wild party in there.
Right? And you are suspended right now, Danica, in the corner. It feels like something is, like, simultaneously digging into you and also holding you with a force against the wall.
Excuse me, Mr. Hunt? I need you to let me the fuck down. I'm not a fan of heights, and this is making me nauseous, and I'm gonna throw up all over you, Spectre.
Maybe that's what we want. And he,
We?
like, what?
We?
And all of a sudden you flop to the floor. As you do, you pass out. And Dawn, as you're watching this, all of a sudden you start to feel like your head gets really heavy for a second. I'll allow you to do one thing before you pass out.
I feel like she'd run over to Danica and see her wounded and
Try to heal her up.
do something. Yeah,
You can, I believe you can heal up.
yeah.
with,
I think that's part of magic, right?
Yeah.
Just big magic,
No, it's just magic.
or just magic. 6, 8.
8. So it works imperfectly. So you're trying to heal Danica up. Go ahead and roll me a d6 and then half it.
I rolled 1.
You rolled a 1, so you heal 1.
That's all the
Okay.
damage that I had on me, so we're
I
good.
think Odin's trying to take off on
Oh,
that camera.
shit.
It's fine, it's fine. Right?
He's just like,
You're
do I have
actually
to do
off just a
all the
little
work
bit.
around here?
But yeah, go ahead and pick your glitch.
Oh, and that's part of use magic.
Mm-hmm.
None of those are good. I guess I'll do problematic side effect, maybe.
Okay.
Oh my God.
So as you're pouring this healing magic, and your head is starting to feel a little woozy, you all of a sudden you look up at the blood trail up the wall that Danica had caused, and you look up, and all of a sudden right before you pass out, you see this figure hanging on the wall with this clawed hand, just one. And he is in a green and red striped shirt
totally.
and a burned face. And he goes, "See you soon." And you
We shouldn't watch
pass
HBO
out.
because, I'm sure that movie was up.
I don't understand.
I nailed that as soon
You
as
don't?
you
I don't.
described the TV face.
You don't, or
I
Danica?
don't,
was
I
like,
don't.
oh
No!
it's Freddy Krueger.
Oh!
Which I was like, this totally sounds like a Nightmare on Elm Street kind of deal.
See, I've
Like,
never seen any of those
I've only
movies.
seen them as a child, and I don't know if I need to see them as an adult.
Great. You wake up again in bed, thirsty feeling, but you start to remember, what had gone on last time. You start getting that super deja vu.
The glass of water is on the bedside table.
It is.
Again?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to... Is there any, whiskey in here?
Only any that you would have provided. So if you've got some, a flask in your,
Any liquor in the mini fridge?
no, I would say no. It probably just has soda beverages and candy.
Okay. I will then... Alright. I'm gonna just grab a swig of that, grabbing the glass of water, throwing it at the fucking wall,
All right, so it
I'm gonna-
crashes.
grab the gun from my back, check it, make sure it's loaded,
Mhm.
double check magazines. I want to have... So, I think I still have the silver ones loaded.
You do still have the silver rounds loaded because you had fired off
I'm gonna swap-
one.
I'm gonna swap to... I'll just swap to some standard rounds.
Okay. So you do that as you're checking everything over. All of a sudden, your phone it starts to ring again.
I'll grab it. I'm not answering it.
Okay, it just continues to ring. Almost seems like it gets louder and louder and louder the more that you ignore it.
All right, that's annoying. Throw it back. I'm going to go to the door.
All right, so you go to the door and you open up the door. When you do, like, you're ready to, like...
I'm like... I mean, he has military experience. He's checking his corners.
Yeah.
Is there...
So you open the door. The doorway is completely bricked up.
That's a new one. Okay. Turning around, facing the room, just kind of like, all right, what do you want?
You hear the phone is still ringing.
I'm going to answer this, but I'm going to need some answers from you. Pick it up.
All right. You pick it up, and the same message from Henrietta plays, and you hear kind of a, like, afterwards, it normally hung up right away.
Mm-hmm.
Afterwards, there is a small kind of almost childlike laughter that you can hear after Henrietta. It sounds like Henrietta has hung up on her side of the phone. You hear, like, giggles. Like, children far away giggles, but sounds like it's coming from the phone.
Who is this? What do you want? No answer.
You hear just kind of this, like, breathing on the other side of the line, and you look over now and you see that your TV has...
Okay. Restow my gun. I'll go over to the TV.
You start hearing a voice as you get close to the TV, and it's the voice of a child. And they say, "Come play with us."
Not really in the mood for playing.
Play with us, please.
Well, at least the ghost has manners. I appreciate the manners, but why don't you come and play?
So, as you say that, the glass screen on the TV, it starts to, like, bubble out towards you.
Slowly backing away. Like...
You're keeping an eye on the TV as you do. It's expanding out towards you, like almost like the TV has become like a bubble that's being blown on the other side. And as you do, you are backing away from it, and all of a sudden you bump into something behind you, and you kind of look over your shoulder real quick, and you see this little girl. And she has a teddy bear gripped into one hand. And it's very dirty. And her hair is pretty disheveled. It looks like she's in a almost a nightie of some kind of...
She look familiar to me at all?
Go ahead and roll me an investigate mystery.
Oh boy.
No,
I rolled.
Oh, you rolled for it. Yeah, you did well.
Sure. I don't even know where I'm at. Oh, I have a plus something on that. Okay. Oh, that's not very good. That's 4.
4. All right. So, yeah, I mean, I would say that, like, she looks familiar in a way that's, like somebody you've seen in passing glance on something.
Okay.
Not somebody you know, but definitely something you've seen somewhere.
Like, so I feel like I've seen this person, but, like, I've never interacted with them.
Never met this person, but you've definitely, like, it's on the tip of your tongue. You can't quite make it out. But she kind of looks up at you and she says, "Are you here to play with me?"
What do you want to play?
And she takes a couple steps out from you towards the TV that is now, like, stopped its bubbling motion. But she, like, points at it. And she says, "They want us to come play with them."
Oh, God. Oh, boy. All right.
And she, like, holds up the hand that's not gripping the teddy bear. And kind of beckons for your hand.
Yeah. I'll take her hand and I'll follow.
Okay. So, you start walking towards this TV, and this bubble kind of all of a sudden just envelops both of you, and switch over to you guys. You guys...
I, like, bolt up.
Yeah, you look down and you see that you still have those 4 gash marks
You think
in your
this is got
stomach.
a scar? It's kind of a cool looking scar.
Maybe. Can I reach over and try to see if I can, like, do anything to it? Like,
As you do, you start hearing the TV start to pulse again. But this time around, it starts actually pulsing to some kind of beat. Like, from beforehand where it was just, like, random stutters, now it's...
You think that the ghost's trying to throw us a rave or dance party? Hey!
Do we recognize the beat? Is it like...
All of a sudden, from the door you hear...
Excuse me, Mr. Ghost, are you trying to make music for us? Because I have a guitar I could play along...
Don't use things that I told you in real life to fuck with my head,
please. The alarm / radio on the clock beside you, it comes on all of a sudden, and you start to hear this humming from what sounds like small children, and they go...
Todd, I'm scared.
Crush that can.
Can I investigate a mystery?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Oh God, what's my sharp? I don't even know. Okay, what's one? Okay.
How do you know I was looking up movies earlier?
You were looking up movies earlier?
Yeah, you were like, why are you looking up movies in 85?
Yeah, in 85.
Oh, gee.
I don't know.
I don't know.
9.
9? Being of college age, you've definitely seen your fair share of movies.
Yeah.
You all of a sudden think for a second, and this tone, along with the knocking at the door, it, like, all of a sudden you're like, no, and all of a sudden the like small girl voice that you hear coming from the radio, all of a sudden it actually starts to sing, and it sings, "Last night and the night before, Tommy knockers, knocking at the door.
I hate that.
I wanna go out, don't know if I can.
Okay, I get to
I'm
ask.
so afraid of the Tommy knocker man."
Can I rip the,
The clock
the
from
clock,
the wall.
and I just want to throw it against the TV?
Yeah,
Just
I mean,
just for fun.
you break the alarm clock, and
When
but the knocking is still coming at the door.
When did Tommy Knockers come out?
I told you, you've seen this movie. Why are you looking it up?
I want to know when year it came out.
Why?
Because I said so.
What are you doing, Danica?
This says it came out in 93. Anyway, she is. Well, I get to ask a question.
Yep.
So what? Fuck. Can I?
Why you fucking here? It's a great question.
What
Good
sort
question.
of creature is it? Because something is fucking with us, because it was fucking Freddy Krueger up in this bitch when we were awake last time, so...
Yeah, I mean, you definitely, like, you get the feeling that, something is, like, either impersonating certain things, or all of these things from your guys' nightmares is here. Because,
Hey, what kind of things are you afraid of? Because stop being afraid of him right now.
Stop being afraid.
You know, I'm really afraid of Candyland. You know, that's a really scary board game. You ever played that game? You can get cavities just playing it.
It's so
Monopoly? Holy shit, Monopoly's terrifying.
It is, because you go bankrupt and go to jail.
Right? I mean, like, that's what's scary, not whatever's going on here,
You
right?
shoot some ladders.
This is just Halloween spookiness. It's fine.
it's September.
It doesn't help.
Our whole life is Halloween spookiness.
You know, it's
Part of the
September.
job.
Yeah, right?
You know, I think we have been haunted.
And also, the book came out in 1985. I didn't say it was just movie stuff.
You told me I had seen this movie.
Huh? You have. You told me that you did.
I've never seen the movie.
Oh.
I've read the book.
Well, we'll need to
Yeah,
fix
because we
that.
talked about this last week, and I
We're watching
okay.
scary movies.
admitted that I was
All right,
afraid
I'm
of Tommy
like-
knockers.
Oh god.
I've never seen Tommy Knocker. I did read the book once. It was terrifying.
All right. Anyway.
Yeah, Ghost, you're not scaring me because you're showing me fucking Monopoly, and Monopoly's what really scares me. So,
God,
and I
she's
just
such a rich kid.
and
Right?
and
That would be your fear.
and you know, I'm really afraid of the stock market crashing too. That's pretty terrifying.
It's 85, it probably is crashing.
You know, what about you? What are you afraid of?
Ferraris.
Yeah,
Cars.
yeah,
Really now, cars.
Yeah,
Cars and, yeah, just...
yeah. Or
Christine
like,
pulls on
You hear that same voice from before go, "Oh, you're afraid of candy."
no, don't
You
misconstrue.
hear from the
Don't.
bathroom
Oh no, it's Candyman.
you hear from the bathroom, you hear the tiles start to, like, screech like somebody is taking metal and, like,
I'm at
pulling
like
it
the
down the wall.
confectionery sweets. They're
And
bad for your teeth, Mr. Ghost.
you listen and you hear the sound of buzzing coming from the bathroom.
I fucked up. I'm sorry.
did, that's
I'm
all right.
sorry.
And the lights kind of flicker in here a little bit, and the medicine cabinet, which you can see the bathroom from this room, you see the medicine cabinet like swing open, and the mirror faces your guys's in the room.
No.
Oh, I fucking
And-
hate those two. Like,
I
I'm
pull out my pistol and shoot the mirror.
Yeah. That's the right thing to
Why
do.
do I feel like that's actually
I
reasonable?
support that.
I don't know why.
Before you do though, you see this figure in the mirror, and he is standing at you, or like staring at you, and he has like these scars all over his body. He is an African American man, and he is in this brown trench coat.
I know I summoned fucking Candyman.
And you like pop off a couple of shots, and it like shoots through the mirror, but like you can still kind of see his face, and it's smiling in there, and you hear the of the metal like pulling against the tiles in the bathroom, and then all of a sudden it like catches the wood on the door, and it starts to like come into the room with you guys.
Josh, why are you doing this to me?
Right?
I'm scared. I hate it. You know what?
Halloween episode, guys.
Dawn's just like, who's Josh? I just kind of lay back down in the bed. I take the clock and I turn it back to 3
The
a.m.
The
clock
clock
is-
is destroyed.
Yeah.
I
Right.
broke the clock. Yeah, like,
yeah, Don just Wiimoted the fucking radio.
I did. I invented that.
I just get back in the bed and I pull the blankets up and I face Dawn and I go, say goodnight, Dawn. It's bedtime.
And Dawn, before, like, she lays down in the bed before anything can happen, like, this single line of, like, it seems like something invisible is, like, dragging at the wall, and all of a sudden
Like
you feel...
like you can see,
yeah, it's
like
like
almost
almost...
cutting, through it. So
Yeah,
it's
it's
just
almost like somebody's pulling wire out of a wall, but you can't see it. You know, it's just one single line, and it's like pulling along the wall, and it stops like right next to you, and you just hear this voice in your ear.
Say it.
And it says, "Go ahead, say my name."
I think it's Alfred.
I don't think that song came out yet.
What? Say my
Be-
name. Say my name.
Beyonce? Say you, Beyonce. It's Kelly Rowland.
Who's they?
I have high levels of anxiety right
Right.
now. I don't like scary things.
What's your name?
Candyman. And you feel like this, all of a sudden, this sharp hook, like, grab your, like, stomach and, like, throw or pull you onto the bed right next to Danica. And Danica, you see, and you take 2 points of harm.
Cool.
Minus whatever armor, if you have
I have
any
1
on.
armor.
Okay. So yeah,
You're still not the Monopoly man. I ain't scared of you.
and you see this figure, like, flash all of a sudden. It makes itself visible, and it goes, "Not yet.
No.
Guess we have to go a little deeper, don't we?"
Sure. Yeah.
You
I
guys
like it
fall
when...
asleep.
No.
The I like it deeper was just kind of weird.
I know, right? Greg.
I'm warm. I'm so stressed. I don't like scary
Right.
stuff. Josh, I hate you. You can sleep on the couch tonight. You ain't getting You ain't getting no fucking scary movies this Halloween. You made one for me. I'm gonna have bad dreams. I'm having nightmares.
You wake up again with that same thirst, and you are now on the floor of your hotel room. Yeah, you.
Swear if I look at that clock and it says 3.
It does as you look
Driven out
up,
of the wall.
but something else is also odd here. That glass of water, it is back on the bedside table, but there is also something else on the bedside table. It looks like a cube of some sort.
Okay, like how big?
Probably about this big. Small box or so.
Okay.
Not too horrible. Probably like
I mean, you can
handheld.
grab it with.
You could grab it with one.
I'm gonna do it. What?
Grab it, and
What is this?
you start looking at this cube, and it's got all of this like raised edges and textures that you hadn't ever seen before. Not here, but you have seen runes like this in other parts of the world. You think back to a couple of the expeditions that you took part in Macedonia. What would have been Macedonia. And you have seen an item like this before.
Oh my god, damn it.
You look down and it starts to spin by itself a little bit. There's multiple moving parts to it that are spinning.
Okay. Well, so I'm keeping an eye on this. I want to check my gun. Is it back to the silver bullets?
It is.
I'm gonna switch
Back to the normal rounds?
I'm switching back to the normal rounds.
All right.
Is it okay? So this thing is still it's still doing its thing.
Yeah, it seems like it's spinning around, and every once in a while it like clicks into place, and something stops spinning, and then like another one from another side stops spinning. Seems like it's eventually going to come to some kind of conclusion.
TV's just off. It's not doing anything weird.
TV's off right now.
The door. I'm going to the door.
You go
Still
to
a
the
brick
door.
wall.
Still a brick wall.
I slam the door shut again.
All right. You're like, fuck this. All right.
Okay. I'm waiting for the cube. I want to see if it finishes. And well, actually, I'm gonna grab it again. Can I stop any of the parts from moving?
So you grab the cube and like the center top piece is still spinning. You like put your thumb down on it to try to make it stop, basically. And as you do, like it's sharper than it looked, and it causes a little bit of blood to run into the cube itself. And the cube itself, like you've stopped this portion, but the cube itself like pops open a little bit. And you see on the other side of you, as this chain comes flying out, and it has like this meat hook on the end of it, and it like grabs onto the wall. And you see more start to shoot out from this.
Oh, that's new. Okay. Which direction are they? So they're on like the other side of the bed.
They're coming from the other side of the cube, and they're just hitting the wall.
So
like
they're shooting out like
from
away
the cube.
from me to
Yeah.
the wall.
You just chuck the cube down.
Yep. It's
All
like,
right.
no.
It starts
You do your
to
thing, buddy.
it starts to resume its command again, and all of these meat hooks, this sharp chain and these meat hooks start like flying out, and then all of a sudden the cube finishes and it starts opening up on the ground itself, and you see as this portal begins to form in the center of the room, and this figure starts to rise up out of this portal, almost like it's flying, but you look and you see like one of the meat hooks is actually pulling it up. And first thing you see as this creature meets your gaze, and it's smiling, this evil smile, is a pure white head, needles
Yep.
all
That's kind of
over
what
the
I was
head.
thinking. All right.
This black leather kind of really tight bonding around its body. And it says, "Congratulations for solving the puzzle."
That's great. You know, there's a scene for you right now. Those suits, they're coming in. What do you want?
I want to show you a world of pain and pleasure.
That sounds like my normal. Do you have anything more exciting?
If you consider the skin being flayed from your flesh exciting, then yes, you shall.
Sounds like a new experience. But, you know what? I think I'm gonna have to turn you down on that.
And you say this, and he, like, loses the smile, and he says, "No, I don't think you will." And these hooks shoot out from the walls, and they, like, grab at the skin at your back, and they start to lift you up off of the ground, and you suffer 2 harm. You need a pen? I have pens in my pocket protector.
Oh my god. No, those must stay.
Okay.
I got fancy teacher pencils.
Ooh.
Those are fancy teacher pencils.
I want a fancy teacher
I
pencil.
like those.
I like
I never realized they have like a shock.
Mm-hmm. There's a little bit of like a little give.
Okay.
And the pain that these hooks are causing, is just massive. Like, it's not hot to the touch, but it's searing all the way down to every nerve in your body. These hooks are barbed at odd intervals and rusted over with the blood of something else. And it lifts you off of the ground, and this figure just starts to laugh again. And you pass out.
Man, I hope you can't get tetanus in your dreams.
Back to Dawn and Danica. And you all of a sudden brace back awake.
This again?
Excuse me, Mr. Spook Ghost Haunting Man.
Mr. Spook Ghost Haunting.
Could you just kill us or let us sleep, please? I don't know if you were aware, but we were all in car accidents last night, and I'm just exhausted.
You just hear a laugh as a response.
Yeah, well, we all got jokes, don't we?
And you hear, the next sound you hear is the most horrifying sound that you could think of hearing as you are trapped in a room. And that's the start of a chainsaw. And it's like, and it starts to like cut through your guys' door.
Hey, well, at least the door will open. We got that.
Always looking for the silver linings.
You think if I try to open the window, it'll reach out and give me a high five?
Right.
I'm gonna go try. I just get up and walk towards the window.
All right.
While this guy's cutting through the door and trying to open the window.
Yeah, so you...
Is it a balcony or is it
No,
just a window? Okay,
it's
I'll
just
just
a
try
window.
to open the window.
It's one of those sliding, side sliding ones. It's got a, obviously it's got a screen in it as well. You slide it open, the screen is...
Wish you would have upgraded. It would have been nice.
I try to push the screen out.
Yeah, it's no problem. You pop the screen out. You're up on the, we'll say, 5th floor.
Bye.
You just yeet yourself out?
Okay.
I really want to. Just to see what happens.
Okay.
What floor am I on?
You're on the 5th floor.
It's only like 50 feet.
I'm gonna see what happens.
You will survive.
I will
Hopefully
survive.
the floor's on
But
that,
your
or
bones might.
the pool is just...
So yeah, you see as Danica pushes the screen out and just jumps out the window.
I just like to imagine that you casually open the window, look at the door, and there's just coming through, and I'm like,
Yeah.
and you just pop the window out, and then you sit on the ledge and you just go, bye. It's that's how I imagine it.
Oh man.
Yeah. So I'll run over to the window.
Okay.
What do I see?
Nothing. You look down from the window and you don't see anything, which is really weird because Kalamazoo is a big city. You should see some kind of traffic.
But I see I see the lobby and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, you see the parking lot that's outside the parking lot area.
It's the world is empty, but you see...
Not empty, I mean, it still has cars and stuff, but there's no people.
Do I see Danica?
No. And now, through the door, the chainsaw is, all the way down, and you hear the door, get kicked open, and in walks this, pretty large-looking man, and he's got this tasseled back, black hair, chainsaw in his hand, this weird amalgamation of another face on top of a face, and he is wearing a butcher apron on front, and he's just spattered with blood, and he's just making this noise at you.
I have seen this horror movie.
Perfect.
It's the only one I've seen out of all of the ones he's listed so far.
John will just look at him.
Jump out the window.
And she'll just scream right back at him. And then just run and dive out the window.
All right.
And just be like, and she'd be like, I hope she's okay. I hope she's right.
We're gonna wake up in the bed again. It's fine. I just wanted to see what would happen.
Right.
Well,
you
you
guys
know
are back
what?
in the bed.
When I jump out the window, I don't get attacked by the monster.
It works.
All right,
Quit.
I go up and jump out the window again.
So you pull the curtains back, and now the window is bricked open.
Oh, that's not
I
fair.
really
You don't-
hoped you had gotten a running start and just.
He just like bricked it.
All right, Mr. Ghostman. I don't think it's fair that you're not liking my tricks. What if I just shot myself? Would I die in a dream if I shot myself? I did get hurt by you in my dream, but that's you hurting me,
It
not
may
me
want
hurting
us-
me.
To do that, like that might be its goal.
Shoot me.
No, I'm not gonna shoot you. Maybe,
Stab me then. Let's see what happens. Jumping out of the window didn't do shit to me.
but if we harm
I should-
ourselves
I
in this
should-
room, they may be just trying to drive us crazy, so we do harm ourselves.
Well, let's see. And I pull my, like, little silver dagger out and I just, like, stab myself in the hand.
Yeah, it fucking hurts. Like, you stab yourself and you take, what's your harm with your silver
I
dagger?
think it's 1. It's 1, so I don't take any damage because of my armor.
You still take a base of 1, though.
I don't think that's how that works.
Well, I mean, you still stabbed yourself.
Yeah.
You won't take the harm, but you
Yeah.
still definitely stabbed yourself, and it fucking hurts.
Okay. It hurt, in case you were wondering.
I'll like
oh,
run
yeah?
over to the like bathroom and like find like a towel or something. And,
No,
like,
it's okay.
just wrap it
it's
up and
fine. I
Oh,
just
you don't. No.
It's okay. It's fine. It's fine.
I'll just like tie like because you
Yeah.
stabbed like did you stab like through?
Yeah, I literally just was like.
So I'll just like tie like a washcloth or like one like a hand towel
Hand towels.
around it. I'm like,
Yeah.
we just can't dot like can't bleed to death like at least in this cycle.
Okay.
Okay. Do we? So
Well, you know what? Jumping out of the window did work, but now it's boarded up. That's a safety violation. Did you know?
this is all a safety violation.
This is not an illegal. This is not a legal room now without a window. I'm gonna file a complaint with the manager.
You
Oh, God.
hear the bathtub start running.
No.
I took a bath earlier. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Is the bathroom doors open?
Oh, yeah.
So if we go over and do we see the bathtub? Is it like just like filling with water?
It's starting to fill up slowly.
Okay. I am going to.
Pull the drain.
I don't think that's gonna help.
I don't know.
Okay, we'll pull the drain.
So you reach down. It's one of those ones with like the chain on
It's
the
good. Okay.
on the plug or
Yeah.
whatever. And
I don't know what this one is. So
I don't know
go.
either. I don't know any of these
No.
except for the one with the chainsaw. I got that one.
You see something moving beneath the water.
Yep.
It looks like almost like snakes moving in the water itself. You're not quite sure like what you're seeing.
Wait a second. I got it.
And then all of a sudden you feel this hand come up from the depths
I shoot the hand.
and pulls.
I shoot it. I just start shooting it.
It's like this.
And
Dawn.
started
So
blasting.
go ahead and roll
With your
me.
good hand or your bleeding hand?
What is your damage with your gun?
I'm scared. I'm sorry.
Blam and everything.
Blah 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 blah.
It's
Title of this episode: Blah 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 blah.
It's two.
It's 2? Sweet. So
I have
you'll
one
take
armor.
2 damage.
2, even
Yep.
with that. Okay.
As
Well,
No, it
you-
should be 1 because of
It-
your armor.
well, I mean, yeah, it's
Okay.
1 because of the armor. But yeah, you take 2 minus your armor. Is
Sorry,
1.
Don. I'm.
But like, Danica comes in and she pulls her gun and she's aiming it at your arms and she pulls the trigger and like this creature like only grasps harder now and starts pulling you
no, you
into
let
the
go.
water. Like,
You wait.
pulls you into
Wait,
the water.
Don, I
and
got it. I pull my dagger
Dawn-
out and I start stabbing the water.
Dawn is in the tub now, so you were stabbing like she's stabbing you in the bathtub, and the blood from Dawn starts to make the water murky. And Dawn, you feel something like crawl into your ear.
No.
don't know what
And, like, something is holding you underneath the water, and something is crawling into your ear. And,
can I try
like,
to pull
on both
Dawn out
sides.
of the
And then
water?
all of a sudden, whatever figure that had grabbed you underneath this water lets go. You feel different, though. Not quite yourself.
Can I try to pull Dawn out of the water?
You pull Dawn out of the water, and, like, she's got this, like,
Dawn.
really big stare.
Dawn, you gotta
on
snap.
her
You gotta
face.
snap out of it, girl. You gotta snap out of it. I'm sorry, I stabbed you.
Dawn, you kind of. She's talking, but the words, they're like a buzzing sound in your brain. And, like, it's just making you mad at her. She's been stabbing you, shooting you. And now she's just yelling, and all it's doing is pissing you off, like, to the point that you're like, shut up. I'm gonna make you shut up. So
Come on,
what
Dawn.
you do with
Come
that is
on.
up to you.
You gotta snap out of it, girl. You just went for a little bit of a bloodbath. That's all right. There was some lady who did that and thought it made her look useful, and you are radiant right now.
So I will. You're holding on to me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take my hands on you, and I am going to blast you away.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, go ahead and
I don't remember what It's not great. I think that's a 6.
a 6 on use magic.
Yeah, if I
You're gonna blow us both up.
right. Yeah, I think that is just a 6.
All right, so I get to choose what happens.
Cool, as you should.
Instead of like blowing her away, you like throw her against the tub, like the tub wall. And what's your harm for your blast?
Oh, that's good. 2 harm.
2 harm. So you take 2 harm, which is not reduced by armor because it is magical.
Okay, so I take 2 harm.
Yep. And like she just like blasts you away like into the tub, and you like slide down the wall into the water, and all of a sudden you feel these things start to crawl up
No.
on your skin, these worm-like creatures, now that you can see them, and they start crawling up your arms
No, stop
and
it.
like
No.
towards your neck.
No, stop it. This is not help. Set me on fire.
And you pass out.
Oh no.
Great.
We're
I feel bad for the people that are like living next door to us.
not-
You wake up, Gray, but you're standing at the sink.
Great waking up in new positions. We're
And-
always waking up
yeah.
in bed.
You're washing your hands, and you like look down and you see that your hands, you're washing away blood from your hands, and you look like up your arms, and at some point in time you had rolled your shirt up, but like the blood had splattered onto your arms, and you're like furiously trying to wash it away, and then you kind of wake up.
Okay. I checked because the hooks came into my back.
Mm-hmm.
I check, are they still...
There are holes in your shirt, but whatever wounds seem to have been healed.
Okay. I go out to the rest of the room. Clock, glass, every
Clock's at 3.
water
Glass
still there.
is still there. There's a slight sound from the bathroom.
Is it me screaming in the other room?
I look back to the bathroom.
You look into the bathroom, and like the mirror on the medicine cabinet has kind of been opened a little bit. It's not showing you your reflection, but it's definitely reflecting into the room.
Okay. There's nothing else in the rest of the room that's new or in a different place than it was before.
There is something on the bedside table. It's what looks to be a very large kitchen knife. It's covered in blood.
Not my usual tool, but sometimes you have to improvise. Do I see... I want to look around. Is there a body in here?
So you start doing a little bit of looking, and nothing in the main room of your hotel room. But eventually you make your way into the bathroom, and you see that there is a body in the tub. Looks like it's been stabbed multiple times.
Who is it?
Not anybody that you recognize. This woman is probably in her late 20s. Very short hair. You're looking at her and you don't recognize her, but at the same time, you almost feel like an elation that she's dead. And all of a sudden something catches your eye in the mirror. Something that you hadn't noticed before. You're wearing some kind of something on your head, some kind of mask.
Oh, no. Okay. I pull it off.
You pull it off, and you look at it, and it's a Michael Myers mask. Something that is very strange.
What the hell is going on here?
All of a sudden, you start hearing a knock at the door.
Are there peepholes?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sure it's still silver bullets, so I'm going to switch back again.
All right.
Gun to the door, and I'm going to try to see if I can see through it all.
Yeah. So you look through the door. There are probably about 10 police outside your door right now. Looks like they are in like the jackets that they throw on real quick. Looks like most of them are wearing tech vests or at least bulletproof vests. Those are just the ones that you can see.
Okay. We're on the 5th floor.
Jump out the window.
I was just thinking, like, sometimes you just gotta go the other way. I'm gonna go to the window.
All right, so you go to the window, and from the door you start to hear like some people start to like hustle up to the door itself, and all of a sudden you hear the familiar sound of a door battering ram. Like it hits the door once, and it really shakes this decently flimsy door as you are at the window.
All right, I'm gonna open it. And I'm gonna climb out.
All right, so you're up on the 5th floor.
Yep.
This is up. This window is like flat. This wall is flat.
Yeah.
So, you're just flying out?
I'm not like diving out or anything. I'm going to like climb out and then try to like see if there's like any like facade I can scale down.
So you push the screen out of the window and you like, I'm imagining you clamber up onto the windowsill to kind of like make yourself outside, or at least so you can see what is out here to like clamber along. The wall itself is sheer, so the only other thing that you can really see is either the window above you or the window below you. And it's a floor up, floor down.
Oh, that's different.
And you hear the police call out, and they say, "Michael Myers!" And
who is Michael?
You hear the ram hit the door again, and all of a sudden it flies open, and suddenly a bunch of SWAT members start to pour into your room. Automatic machine guns at the draw.
You know what? I'm gonna just kneel down. I'll have my hands up. I don't know any Michael. My name is Raymond.
save it, and one of them like hits you in the back of the neck and just knocks you out.
A little unnecessary, but okay.
You wake up, you're thirsty again. This time, you're sitting in the chair.
I wish I'd grabbed water before I went to bed.
You're sitting in the chair, next to the bed, one of the comfier chairs. There's a figure that's sitting in the other corner of the room. He's dressed in just jeans, t-shirt, leather jacket. He's kind of sitting here like this, and he says, "You know, you're all supposed to play along, otherwise it's really boring."
Well, I'm not one for playing games like this, so why don't you just tell me what you want?
Well, I just wanted to stall you all, that's all. I mean, in the overall grand arc of things, your characters don't come in until the second act.
Who are you?
Even though it has not been invented yet, he claps his hands like this, and the lights all come on in the room. And it's brighter than it would be for just the lights in your room. Like, there's lights coming from you don't know where. And this figure is sitting there, kind of smiling at you. He's got kind of medium, dirty blondish hair. He's clean shaven, and he's got a Snicker bar in his hand that he's been chomping on. And he says, "I'm the guy that's in charge of getting you where you're supposed to go for some reason." He kind of takes a bite of his Snicker bar again.
Okay. While I'm saying this, I'm going to be grabbing my gun.
So you grab your gun out, and it's a Snicker bar. And you're like, what the hell?
I open it and start eating it.
Well, fuck it. I mean, yeah.
Not yourself when you're hungry.
Yeah, you...
Sounds good. I haven't had a gun for a while. Alright. Well, why don't you just get us to where we're going then, instead of playing these little games?
Well, that's because I don't have any control over time. It's not my thing.
Well...
He puts the candy bar in his mouth, and he like sits forward and he like grabs your hand and shakes it real like firm, and he sits back down and he says, "Nice to meet you. My name's Loki."
Of course it is. Well, Loki, I'm sure with all of your fun and games, you should probably know by now we're not going to play along. So you
I
said,
feel like we're playing along pretty
Yeah,
well.
like he doesn't know, right?
Oh, you haven't been playing along. They have, and he
Well,
kind
I
of
jumped
motions.
out of a window.
oh, they have.
Yeah, they're
Of course.
actually pretty entertaining.
I mean, I thought the Meat Hooks was playing along.
Well, I mean, do what you can with what you got. So stiff.
What are your goals?
Well, like I said, I'm just here to burn a little time with you guys.
I know that, but what is your goal? You're burning time. Why are you burning the time?
Oh, I mean, see your little friends that took the tumble out the plane?
Yeah, you don't want us to.
Not yet. Not yet. There's a time and a place. But let's just say that they're building character.
Building character?
Yeah. You know, just like any of the good movies that are coming out right now, the heroes got to go through all the trials and tribulations before they're interesting.
Wow. Okay. Well, I may be a little new to this, but I gotta say I haven't heard of any paranormal beings that like to follow writing style. Want to develop a story out.
Well, I mean,
Who do you work for?
I work for myself, but every once in a while, I do owe a couple of favors to a few people. So I gotta pay them back, otherwise things get a bit messy. And I don't like to owe people things.
Well, of that, I can agree. I'm in the same boat.
And he goes, cheers, and he, all of a sudden you look at your other hand, and now you have, like, I don't know, a Coke in your hand, and he also has Coke in his hand.
New Coke?
No.
Oh, thank God.
If it's 85, it's probably New Coke.
Yeah, when a new Coke.
But see,
I feel
like,
it was later.
Loki would know not to give some shit Coke, okay? Like,
If it's 85, it could just be cocaine.
It might be.
it's just...
Alright. Good stuff.
Annika seemed to enjoy it.
Yeah. When in Rome.
Yep.
Mickey Mouse is...
Yes. The Elmo meme. I love that one.
Yeah, the Elmo just, like, pile.
Yep. Fruit or cocaine. Anyway.
So, okay. How about instead of this, we find a more entertaining way to progress this transaction?
Oh, I would agree, and he, like, pulls out, from, like, underneath his, leather jacket, he, like, whips out a really nice Rolex, like, top of the line right now, very beautiful
Hold on,
Rolex. You look down at your wrist, your Rolex is gone.
Bitch.
And he's like...
Oh, Christian, where's the Rolex for the costume?
Yeah, really.
Right?
But anyway...
Playing it safe.
He looks down at your Rolex, or what you assume to be your Rolex, and he goes, I've wasted just about enough time.
You don't like owing people, but it seems like you already owe me.
Oh, do I now?
Well, I guess you could just give me my watch back.
Oh, this little thing? And he just kind of does one of these, and it's back on your wrist.
Like I said, you don't like owing people. So how long are we going to be stuck here?
Well,
How much
you
longer do
see...
you have to wait until our friends are beyond our help?
Well, again, instructions, yada yada. Gosh, what's it been since you guys have beat the succubi? Gosh, that didn't take too long. I really need to talk to her about that whole thing. Didn't take nearly long enough. But I guess that's why they hired me. Anyway, I'm getting off track. It's been about 3 days? Yeah, it's been about 3 days.
I don't believe you. So you've had us playing your little movie characters for 3 days.
Yeah, you see, we started with comedy. I thought that'd be a good one, but you're just too uppity. You're too tight. I mean, the girls were interesting. They at least got really confused. They got into it at first, but then they were really confused. Had to scrap that whole idea. We went for romantic style ones. That got a little awkward. So we just went ahead and scrapped that one too. And I thought, you know what's next month?
That's fantastic.
Halloween!
Oh. So tell me, when this doesn't work out, what's your next plan?
What do you mean when this doesn't work out? It's already worked out.
You seem to be a little disappointed. Apparently, I'm not playing along.
You're really not. It's really, you're really a tough nut to crack. And I commend you on that, but, I mean, I've done what I needed to do, so...
So we can move on from this?
Certainly. But there was one other thing. What was it? Oh, yes. You're late for your meeting with your boss. He wasn't very happy. I took a couple of your calls while you were gone, by the way.
By my calculations, it's September 27th now, if it's been 3 days.
And he snaps his fingers and your phone comes up, and then he, pushes, a button on this phone that looks like your phone, and all of a sudden, like, your boss is like, you hear a voice from a board member, one of the female board members, and she says, "You were supposed to have been at the airport 3 days ago, Gray."
I've been delayed.
Oh, don't tell me this is a message. I know you've been delayed.
Oh.
That was me that did that. It was me.
So what did you tell them?
Oh, I just told them that you were in the middle of a big money thing. In technical terms. Told them that they'd be getting paid and all of that. I made a little deposit to their account to keep them quiet. But for some reason, there was one jackhole that decided to stick around at the airport. I don't know. Anyway. And he goes, "I think it's about time for us to depart." But, and he stands up and he, like, from the inside of his jacket, like an inside pocket, he takes what looks to be like another Snickers bar, and he, like, does this really funny, like, prance over to your jacket, which is crossed, one of the chairs, and he puts it on the inside of your pocket, and he taps it a little bit, and he goes, "That's for you, buddy." And he says, "You might want to go wake the girls up. They're probably having a bad dream. See you on the flip side." And he disappears, and you actually wake up. Now, you look over the clock, make sure that it's not 3 o'clock, and you see that it is just a little after 5.
Okay. Just a little after 5. God. Alright. Nothing else. Everything looks the way it...
Yeah, no glass of water.
Okay.
There's nothing on your side dresser drawer. There's no brick. Like, you go and you look, like, in the front door, you, like, open it up and you look, and there's no brick wall.
I'm gonna open it. Hallway.
Okay. You see a maid cart down the way, long way. But other than that, it's still pretty early. Nobody's really waking up yet.
Alright. That maid cart, is the maid out in the hall yet?
She's kind of going back and forth from her cart to the room that she's working on. You see she's got a pair of headphones on.
Alright, I'm just going to go to their room then.
Okay. So yeah, you go over to their room, you knock, you try the door, it's locked, you knock. Doesn't seem like there's any answer. On the inside of the room.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
And you guys wake up once again after having thrown yourselves out the window. And
Well, that last time wasn't
last time we just, like, blasted each other.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yep. But yeah, this time you wake up and there is a younger boy. He's probably about 11 or 12, and he is standing at the foot of the bed. He is dressed rather nicely, but rather antiquishly, almost like the Amish. He's got one of the flat, Amish style hats.
I just kind of sit up and cross my arms and go, "What movie are you from? How are you gonna kill me? Or scare me or whatever?"
And he says, in a deeper than what you'd think voice for a boy this young, he says, "I'd like you to walk with me with he who walks behind the rose."
I don't know what any of that means.
Nope. "Well, he who walks behind the rose shall let you know, and your blood shall make this land fertile." Nope. And he pulls out, one of those small hand sights from behind.
Yeah, that's fine. Here, if you give that to me, or actually, you know what? Here, just go ahead. I'm tired, and I feel like if you cut me, then I'll just pass out, and then it'll be 3 a.m. again, and then we could just do this again. What's your name, by the way? I'm Danica.
My name is Brother Malachi.
All right, Brother Malachi, go ahead and just... Go ahead. Go ahead.
And he, like, raises it up to,
Go
like,
ahead.
touch your arm, and then all of a sudden something stops him. And he, like, looks over in the direction of where, like, Gray's room would be, and all of a sudden, you're back asleep. And you hear this. TV's not on. Or rather, the TV is on, but it has resumed its,
For sure. So
its
showing the
morning
Goonies
show.
Again.
What?
Showing the Goonies again.
It might be, yeah.
Hey, letting the ghost attack you. That worked. I think. You do it next time.
Perfect.
Go tell that ghost knocking at the door.
Someone's at the door?
Yep, you hear a knock.
I'm just gonna go back to sleep, alright? Just, like, scream if you die, and I'll take the next death.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Okay.
Alright. I just, like, cover myself back up.
Alright, so...
Okay, I'll go up and I'll,
You do have a peephole.
yeah, I'll look out. Do I see anything out there?
Yeah, you see Mr. Gray, like, standing outside the door. He's, like, standing there waiting for you to, like, open the door. He knocks again.
He's pretending to be Gray this time. Should I blast him?
Yeah.
I can hear that, right?
Yeah, actually, you
I
should
step
just...
to the side.
Okay.
Or maybe just, like, stab him once.
I don't have a knife.
Here, I just toss you mine.
Whoa. I just cussed myself.
Just, like, once real good in the shoulder or something. Or, you know, you could just offer it to him to stab you, too. I mean...
I like to be stabbed after. It's only courtesy.
That's fair.
So I will
Yeah.
put my hand on the door. I'll take a deep breath. And
If the door shakes hands with you, it's just being friendly.
I feel like after this, I need a list of all the references I missed.
Alright.
And I will I assume could I prepare an attack if I need to?
Yeah,
You know, like how you
I mean,
hold an action.
yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
I'll allow you
So
to do
I will
it.
take a deep breath and with I guess I'm right-handed. I don't know how door would open this way. I'm thinking.
Yep.
Because it's going to open in, right?
Yep.
In a hotel.
Yep.
So I'll take it with my left hand, and then with my right hand, I'll kind of hold it behind there and just prepare some sort of attack spell if need be,
Sure.
and just fling the door open and raise it up and just see who's there.
You don't see Gray immediately in front of you as he is stepped off to the side from the door. You look around and there's Gray standing next to the door. And you see as Dawn now comes out of the door, she's got her hand up. And
in
almost
my head, it's in my mind, it's what was that movie with Drew Barrymore? Firestarter.
Oh
Or something
yeah.
like that. Where your hand is just on fire, but it doesn't hurt you because it's your that's how I
Sounds
imagine.
good to me.
And so it's just that.
So yeah, I mean, you've seen this spell work. The hand is on fire there as she has it up, and what do you do?
Oh, good, you're awake. That looks nice. But there's an audience. You put that away.
You look down the hallway and you see this maid has stopped doing whatever she's doing, and she's looking at you. This African American maid, she's got her headphones on and what's that? And she's looking at you. She's in the middle of folding one of the towels, and she's looking at you like you're fucking nuts, like your hands on fire.
And I'll just shake it out and just be night.
Crazy ass white people,
Right? I want to do it.
Yep.
Well, I think this is him. He's acting like an asshole like normal. So
Just stab him
That's
just to
him,
make
right?
sure. Stab him to make sure.
We should probably not be stabbing each other about
see, he's bossing me around. I think it's really him.
No, it's the fucking ghost, alright? Just tell him to kill you so we can go back to bed again.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen this time.
I don't
You're
believe
actually
you,
awake
ghost.
now.
Alright, ghost, listen. I'm tired of your tricks. I'm going to bed.
Anyway,
Come in and kill us if you need to, and I just go back into the bedroom.
we're actually very late.
I fucking whip a lamp at the TV because it's making noise.
Yeah, I mean it's
Oh, we're gonna pay for that one. Well, I'm not going to.
So yeah, you hear inside as something gets thrown at the TV as the door kind of half-assedly kind of doesn't close all the way, but it does close as Dawn just crawls back in bed.
Yeah, it's the safest place in this hotel. This is bed.
I guess I'm gonna try to walk in. I don't know. I don't know if it's locked.
Yeah, no. Like I
Okay.
said, it didn't close all the way.
Okay.
She didn't like close it in your face or anything. She just let it like slide shut of its own accord.
Yeah.
I'm imagining.
Okay. So I'm not gonna kill you. I don't know why.
Why would you lie to me, Ghost? I
Ghost?
thought that we had become friends. You know, I
Right.
mean,
Yeah. No.
you even seemed to enjoy when I jumped out the window once.
Yeah. You know what? Jumping out the window was great. Anyway, we need to get to the airport.
Don't lie to me, Ghost. There is no airport. There's only this haunted hotel.
Well, there's gonna be the airport now because that's where the fun is.
What? I like. Oh, hey, Gray. How'd you escape the ghost room?
Yeah, this was all actually just a fun experiment, I guess.
I didn't have any fun. I shot Dawn.
Well, it
I
wasn't.
stabbed Dawn a bunch. We jumped out of a window together.
Yeah.
This is why I don't trust people. Anyway,
Seems
we're
fair.
very late, so we need to get to the airport.
What time is it?
It's
You
a little
say
after
3
5.
o'clock.
Oh, well, I thought we were going to leave it this time. We're right on time. Let me grab my stuff.
Yep. Well, we're right on time if it were 3 days ago.
What are you talking about?
I'll explain on the way.
Okay. What? 3 days ago?
Don't worry about it. Just, we need to go.
Okay. I start gathering my stuff kind of confusedly, and like, I'm in PJs, so I just take a shirt and pull it on over my shirt that I'm PJing in, and then like shimmy out of it underneath it because Gray's in the room.
Sure.
And then I just go, hey, can you just like turn around for a second?
I am actually just gonna like...
Just gonna leave. Okay.
Perfect. And then even if he leaves the door open, I just kind of like shimmy into some clothes.
Gray, as they're changing and getting ready, you hear the familiar sound of your cell phone ringing.
Swear to God. Okay. Is it
In your
my
room.
I go to my room.
Okay.
I think, yeah, I'll go. I'm gonna answer it.
Alright. So you answer it, and it is the raspy, familiar voice of Henrietta. This time her message is different. And
Oh, good.
instead of saying something along the lines of that she needs a favor, she needs you to get to the Black Hills, she says exactly what we heard at the end of the episode 3.5. So she says something along the lines of, Olivia's slipping. I need you to get here. Just get here.
We're on our way.
And it's just a click. It sounds like, for a woman as tough as Henrietta is, it definitely sounds like she's in the middle of about to break down.
Like, she seems really shaken and okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I have a question. Did all the damage we do to our room while we were dreaming actually? No.
So the only thing that's broken was the lamp you broke at the end.
Yeah,
Alright.
and all the blood sigils.
What about the harm we took?
The what?
The harm?
Nope. You guys don't have any harm anymore.
I pile all the top part of my hair over my head and start ratting it out with some hairspray and then flatten it back out. And then I walk over to the mini fridge and just...
There's nothing. You guys took everything.
Did we take
yesterday.
everything? Hey,
Yeah.
open your room real quick. Let's get some snacks.
Oh, yeah. I was like, yeah, I'm across the hall, right?
Yeah. We go to her room and then I just take a duffel bag and then just room snacks.
Sure.
Because whose card is it on? Yours or his?
His.
Oh, perfect.
Card. I pay in cash.
I'm gonna knock over a lamp in here too.
Oh, okay.
I literally just, for the plane. No, we have snacks now.
We should take some towels.
Those pillows are nice too.
Yep.
Just stuff them in the duffel bag with the snacks.
All right. The maid sees you come out again, and she just kind of rolls her eyes, and then you hear her mutter something under her breath. Probably fucking white people.
I just leave $100 bill on her cart.
She slips it in her.
Yeah.
You have a nice night. Day.
Mhm.
What time is it? Hey, ma'am.
5:15?
What's the date today?
It's 27th.
That don't track. Thank you. Don't do drugs.
She, like, stares daggers at you.
I'll go into Gray's room with way more bags than what he saw me with.
Okay.
Do they just, make more bags?
No, I just...
She just used a sheet. She just took the sheet off the bed
Oh
and...
my god.
We're ready to go.
All right, so it's about 5:30. You guys do get the call for continental breakfast if you'd like to grab something.
Nope.
On the way out the door.
I grab like a couple of bagels and put them on like bracelets.
Sure.
You have time to make a waffle?
We're already 3 days behind.
Yeah,
right?
we're late now. Let's just make it's waffle
we might
time.
as well have waffles.
No.
Just grab them and just take them with you.
You have to make them.
No, take the waffle maker.
Take the waffle.
They'll just charge it to the car.
Yeah. What room were you in? 517. This is 517. If I just be like, I'm gonna just walk on by just loaves of bread. What else is that?
Fruit.
Yeah.
Loaves of bread.
I take the basket that has the silverware or the napkins in it, and I take all the napkins out of it, and then I just start filling the basket up with
Just a few baskets.
You're watching.
So I'm at the front desk talking to the
Yeah, checking out, talking to the concierge.
I walk up with my
and then I start hearing this, and I'm just like,
People haven't
And then I
seen a
turn back.
fucking hotel.
I pull out a card.
Uh-huh.
If you need to charge any extra, just call this number and someone will be here within the hour. And I guess we're all checking out.
I walk up behind Gray. Want an orange?
This concierge just looks appalled.
Do you want an orange? I ain't in nothing in 3 days.
You're all no longer guests here for the day, so I need you to leave.
That seems fair. Let's go, Mr. Gray.
Yeah.
Before I call the police.
You know what?
I don't think that he'd like that, but thank you.
So you guys head out.
Oh my
The
god, I
car
have
is
a
here.
Circle K basket.
Yes.
I filled the Circle K basket.
Okay. All right. That is canon now. So you guys head out into the parking lot, and you find your car. The door is definitely not. It looks like somebody's actually been through like parts of the car because the door couldn't close. Like, you're not in a bad part of the neighborhood, but somebody definitely like.
Don, did you lock the door when we got here?
I don't remember. I wasn't thinking about that. I was just glad to be not dead.
Oh. Well, I didn't lock my door. I don't think.
The door frame's all fucked up. There's no back window.
Also, that
There's
tire's
bullet
flat.
holes in the front window.
Maybe we should call it car. Taxi or something. We took a taxi yesterday, and it was fine.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's...
Calling a taxi.
I'm gonna need to get a new car.
Huh.
Okay. No. Word.
You do know that there are some things in the trunk that are probably not supposed to be on the street.
I mean, it's drivable, so we could probably get it
Oh,
to
yeah.
the airport.
Still drivable.
It kind of like, and she starts like doing this. It's a little
The
uneven.
alignment's a little off, that's all.
Yeah.
Well, I need what's in here to not be here.
That seems fair.
And I think it'd be easier if it just came with.
You should make sure it's still there because, again, I don't recall locking the door.
The seat had definitely been put up, and it didn't look like anybody had,
Okay.
But the really fine glasses and, like, any of the beverages that were in the back are definitely gone.
So that's a good thing. I always have a pair on me. Okay. Well, I think we'll just take this.
Not it. I'm not driving. I climb in the back seat.
With your basket of goodies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
You do have the keys, Don.
Do I still have the
Yeah,
keys?
you do.
I'll just get the driver to just crank it.
All right.
Great.
I'll reach in. You're in the back.
Mm-hmm.
I'll reach in the back and just like.
Oh, here's
around
here's
it.
an orange.
I can't.
Right.
Yeah.
Apple.
Thank
That's
you.
bad.
Thank you. You know what to say.
Is there room in the back?
I mean, she's laying down, taking up most of the space.
I'm like sitting on the one side with my back up against the window because who wears seatbelts? And then I have my legs up against the seat, or like up on the seat. You want to join me back here, Mr.
Yeah.
Gray?
I usually sit in the back.
Oh, well, I mean, I lift my legs up so he can get in, and then I like put them on top of him.
Okay.
You want?
She offers
No,
you a
I'm-
basket of breakfast items.
I hold up my bracelet worth of bagels.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good magical item.
Eating them like this.
Yes.
Like you're not taking them out. You're just chewing them. There's just bite marks around.
It's like
Classy.
It's like a candy bracelet with bagels.
I'll just
I'll
like,
just turn around
grab
and look at
something
Gray.
out of like the pile.
Okay.
I don't want to know where she's putting the cream cheese.
No.
The cream cheese is in the basket. I shake
Oh,
the
okay.
basket.
Little individuals. All right. So
There's actually literally like that little thing of milk that they have sitting. There's that sitting in there too.
just the bag. She pulled out the bag of milk that you normally get the dispenser for.
Look, we haven't eaten
anyway.
anything in 3 days, Mr. Gray.
You are quite famished. But anyway, the car roars to life with the squealing of a timing belt, and the car itself kind of chugs along. It does do that little bit of a wobble because it was on 2 tires, so the alignment's a little bit off. So you guys get to the airport. We'll say a little after 6 and you're the way back to the private hangar bay that you have, and that is where we will take our first break. Do you like supporting artists? Do you like nerdy things like Dungeons and Dragons? Then Co-op Creations SD is the store for you. You can find adorable dragons, menacing mind flayers, and jealous jelly cubes to accompany you on your adventures. Need a way to safely transport your math rocks? Then their homemade dice bags will keep your click-clacks warm. Stop on by their Etsy page soon, as stock is limited.
Are you wondering what your favorite wacky nerds are up to? Search for Campaigns of the Plains on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, and make sure to follow and like us to keep up with all our content and news. You might also find exclusive content for fans only. Remember to catch us on YouTube every Friday at noon for a new episode of Campaigns of the Plains.
And welcome back to Monster of the Week. So, the group here had just taken Gray's, not so great looking car anymore, back to the airport, with their basket of continental breakfast, in the Circle K shopping cart.
You're really putting the bagel in bangles.
Oh. Anyway, Don, you're driving. You, with a little bit of help from Gray in the back seat, find your way back to the hangar. You guys drive in the back entrance as the front hasn't been opened yet to the runway.
So door falls off as I get out.
Yeah, probably.
That tracks. Okay. So, yeah, I'm gonna go. So you said the door to the hangar is not?
I mean, the
I think my brain
person
mixed up
side,
things.
the person size door
Yeah.
on your side, you guys can go in through there, but the hangar doors have
Okay.
not been opened yet.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go in to there.
Okay.
Is there anyone in here?
So,
Pilot.
since you're the first person in there, the pilot like sees you, like he's in his office. It looks like he's like taking down flight log information or something. In like it's a small windowed office, like right next to the door, and he like kind of looks up from his work for a second and sees you and like slams it down and like comes running out to you, and he's like, late. You're very, very late, and he is mad.
I'm well aware that I'm late. I've just spent 3 days in a new kind of hell that didn't exist before then. So I'm sure he's pissed, but right now, I just don't have a whole lot of care. Has he said any reason why he's decided to grace our presence?
He says he's a new investor?
Of course. That's exactly what we need. Alright.
And, yeah, he's interesting sort. Just don't make him mad, please. He's of a certain persuasion, and he like looks over his shoulder to make sure that nobody's paying attention, and he like takes like the writing glasses that he has off of his face, and he's like, he kind of looks around one more time, and he like,
right. I have some stuff in the car that I need on the plane. Can you get the help to take care of it?
Yeah, we'll get it on the plane.
How long until we're ready to leave?
Give me 20 minutes.
Perfect. I'll go have a chat with our new friend and get that taken care of.
So this hangar is basically empty. It's a very large hangar. It's basically empty, save for the private plane that's parked in the middle, facing outward. The floors in here have all been like the polished stone, white stone. And like as you're going to the plane itself, like the pilot points you to where this new investor is, and he like points towards the front of the plane. And you go towards the front of the plane, and you see this table has been set up in...
Oh, perfect. Somewhere for me to put my breakfast.
in this hangar. And it is a very lavish table. It has this, like... It is a wood table, not like some plastic piece of crap. It is a wood table, and it has this, like, really, like, crimson... tablecloth that has been put over it. There are a couple of chairs around it, and there is a very much taller chair. It's all dark wood, and the chairs themselves are... you've seen antiques in your time. This table set is old. You're probably thinking anywhere from like 16th, 17th century. Looks like there has been like food placed out on the table as well as a tea set.
Oh boy.
The chair is actually like, it's a very tall backed chair. And the person sitting in it, you can hear them like dicking around with the china in front of them. There's also gentleman standing there, like looking at you. He's very tall. He's probably about 6'5", 280 pounds, all muscle, African American, bald, got a pair of sunglasses on, and it looks like he's got like an earpiece in.
Oh, great.
And he's kind of standing at attention, like looking at you as you're coming, and as you get a little bit closer, he kind of points around to the other side of the table.
Okay. I go over to sit down. Well, this set is fancy. What's the occasion?
You sit down, and in front of you, you see a gentleman who is probably in his mid-20s. He's got a very short cut black hair. Some of it's been kind of combed over as a little bit of a receding line. And there's a little bit of stubble on his face. Not much. He's dressed in quite fine suit, and he says, "Well, I came to check in on my best investment," in a Britishish tone that I can't intonate right now.
Okay. Well, what is it that you're wanting to know?
Well, when I came to the board and bought my seat at this illustrious table, they said that you were the main man who set most of this up, and I did a bit of digging, and it seems that you and your associates have been digging into certain affairs that I have a stake in seeing go down in flames.
You have a stake in seeing everything else go down. What we're going against?
That's right.
Okay.
I mean, don't we all?
The world is always going to be burning.
Fair enough. But I'd rather it burn on my own terms.
It's a lot more interesting to take the opportunity when it strikes. It's more fun and exciting that way. But I guess if you're someone who just wants to rule the show, have at it.
I don't want to rule the show, just not yet anyway, but I also want to keep some game pieces off the board. I also like to know I'm on the winning side. See, I don't take chances, Mr. Gray.
Sometimes it's fun. It's just so much fun to take chances once in a while, though. What is life if not a gamble?
I don't gamble. I make deals, Mr. Gray.
Well, we all make deals.
No, I make deals, and you see as he closes his eyes and he blinks for a second and his eyes turn completely red.
Hmm.
He blinks
Right.
away.
So, what deal are you hoping to make now?
Hopefully one that will put me in a better position of power.
Well, I don't think you are going to find any of that here.
Oh, on the contrary, I think I found exactly what I am looking for.
I may be a deal maker, but there are some that just aren't worth it. Sounds like you're looking for a buyer, seller.
I'm not looking for either.
You've clearly got something in mind here, and you feel that we have some way of giving you what you're looking for, but I don't think that this is a transaction we're all too interested in.
Oh, but I think it is. See, I have something that your friend very much needs.
And what is that?
He kind of puts down his silverware, actual silverware, on the plate that he was kind of, like I said, messing around with some kind of poached egg or breakfast food. And he kind of takes his handkerchief or napkin from his lap and blots his face a little bit, takes a drink, and he reaches into his pocket. And he pulls out a very small crystal. And there's this very faint glow of energy inside it that you can see. I offer you two things in this deal, Mr. Gray. I offer you this, which can help possibly save a life. And I offer you this. And he, looks up to the guard who's now, as you guys are coming in, there were a couple people that came out to the car to start, carrying your bags. One tries to take your shopping cart.
Oh, yeah, don't need any of it. Mine.
Sure. And they kind of usher you in, towards the back of the plane, where they started to stow luggage away. But, this figure, You see the table. You see where Gray is sitting. But there's this really high-topped chair that you can't see who's sitting in across from Gray. Seems to be conversing with him. And you also see like this really big guard like staring at you, but then like he turns around and guard reaches into his pocket and he pulls out something wrapped in a black cloth, and he hands it to this person, and this person sets both down on the table, and then he also reaches into another pocket and pulls out what looks to be like a scroll. And he says, "See, I'm looking to make a deal. These 2 items..."
Fucking, are you gonna pull out a fiddle?
Maybe.
These 2 items, as long as they are both used as they should be, are all I want. Now, if those items should be taken and used in, say, ways that do not benefit me, I shall take them back, along with interest.
What is that price?
Oh, just the meager price of your soul.
What are you really?
I'm a businessman.
We're
And
all
part of your board.
businessmen. I get the board. But what are you? I've seen all kinds of beings.
He smiles and he says, "Well, my name is Crowley." And without them hearing it, he introduces himself to you and he says your real name. "It's a pleasure to meet you."
Okay. Not really interested and but kind of lost. So what, you want us to use this on...
Well, you see, and he taps the crystal and he says, "This one's for your friend that's currently at the moment dying."
Yes, and right now
Or
you
dead.
are holding us up.
Don't worry, you'll get there soon enough. But this is something that can force that tasty soul back into her body. And this, he like flips the cloth on the table, just to give you a little bit of a view. You see this bone-handled knife. It looks to be silver. It is jagged like this, going down to a point like this, and there is a certain like runic inscription along the blade itself. Looks to be silverwork, and a bone handle of some sort. And he kind of laughs and he says, "Of Mesopotamian make. Kills those pesky demons quick."
Okay. There's more to this, though. Maybe
Yes.
you could tell me.
There is. You're a good catch. See, I want you to use this pesky pig poker to get rid of somebody that's ahead of me in the line.
Have a name?
I do.
Well, share.
And he rolls out the contract for you. And you see him like kind of scan down it. It's pointed towards you, so you can read it. And he kind of scans down and he's like, "Right, subsection A, part B." He points to a name, which is a name that I am going to give you in private, lest certain secrets be given away.
Oh my god. You're a supernatural being, and you even wrote out a contract. That's so adorable.
Contracts are my game, Mr. Gray.
You know, Gray woke us up early to come here, and he's taken a really long time.
My parents used to do this. I hated this.
We've got a lot to handle here. Okay, fine. You want us to take this heal our friend. You want us to kill this person. I don't understand. Okay. If we don't kill this person, then you want to take our souls.
No. I didn't say that. If you look a little bit further down in this subsection, it says that you shall not use the knife on me.
Wow.
I don't care about any of these other smoky wisps.
Kill them all.
Right.
Like I said, they're just competition.
Can we hear any of this? Nope. We're being held back. Gotcha.
You're being ushered into the plane at
Oh,
this
gotcha.
point as the pilot's like, "Hey, this isn't for you."
What's taking him so long?
He's just speaking with the boss. Just move along.
How come we don't speak with them?
Alright, I'll tell you what. I'll go ahead, take your little potion and your knife. I'll help you out with your little problem. And don't worry. I don't have any intentions of making you dead. I have no need for it.
Well, you see, a man in my position doesn't take chances, Mr. Gray. Like I said, I don't gamble.
You're really missing out on a lot of fun.
And he points down to the last section in the contract that says, "One favor." See, I know you're a man of many tastes, and I'm allowing you one favor. If it's something I can obtain, I will. If it's something I can do, I certainly will. That is what you get from this contract. Besides something to help your friend, of course.
Okay. Well, what are the, I'll look through it as well and see, is there anything that seems like he might be trying to hide that would be, that Gray would see as, this is definitely like, yeah, how about this part here? No? Like,
There's a lot of legal jargon in here. The contract's made quite a bit longer because of it. But there's really surprisingly nothing in there. And he says, and I've even waived the clause about the whole end of contract, you get 10 years, Demon Dog comes to get you, that kind of thing, going to hell and all of that. This is merely for my benefit.
okay. Well, seems like both of us have a mutual benefit.
I know you're a smart man, so the board tells me, so I knew I had to sweeten the pot.
Much as they think they run the show.
They probably won't for much longer.
That's not how it works.
Might be how it does in the future.
Alright. So, they're just like laying on the table, right? the things. Alright, fine. Yeah, I'm just gonna, I'll take these.
Not until you sign, of course.
Okay. Well, do you have a pen?
And he points to the bottom of the scroll. It has a small place for where you can, probably cut yourself. And there's a small quill stuck in the bottom as well. I like to do things old-fashioned.
Oh, blood contract, so old-fashioned.
All right.
Signing it?
Yeah.
All right. So you sign it, and he immediately does a quick whip of the scroll, pulls it up, puts it in his jacket, and he says, "It's all yours. Expect great things." And he and the guard just disappear.
There's a lot of weird shit.
Are there radios and or CD players?
I feel like there's
Airplanes.
something, right?
There's gotta
tracks.
be.
Like,
An 8-track player.
Yeah. Danica's just like dug through her music collection and just like jammed some tunes in against probably the pilot's requests, and it's just like
It's a private plane. We do what we want.
Yeah, just like fucking cranked it.
So, you see as a couple people show up and they start like basically pulling the table away, opening the doors. The plane has started to rev up behind you, and now you hear some kind of rock being blasted out the open door.
I feel like, is it your own like music? Like, is it your singles? Like,
No,
you've recorded?
it's just like a
Joan Jett or some shit.
yeah.
Your inspirational
Yeah.
stuff.
So yeah, I mean everything's loaded on board, ready to go. Pilot comes up to you and says, "There's a really small airport in Rapid. Spray planes. They didn't really want us to land, but
So it won't be smooth.
I mean, it'll probably be smoother than the last time." He kind of thinks on his word for a second there, and he's like, "I guarantee it'll be better than last time. I have checked the holds for any individuals that aren't supposed to be there. I haven't seen anything. Knock on wood. We should be ready to lift off whenever you're ready."
Perfect. Let's get going.
All right. So you get up into the plane with the pilot. The door closes. The rock music is definitely blaring. But you see Dawn and Danica all ready to go, eating their basket of breakfast still.
I
Oh,
shake
good.
it towards
You're.
you.
Yeah.
Would you like?
Yeah, I just
Muffins?
like reach in and grab
Yeah, sure, whatever.
muffins.
So you guys get all strapped in. The plane takes off. There's probably about 3 hours or so flight time, but it seems to go uneventful. Pilot doesn't call you up this time, so everything seems to be going smooth.
Does anyone else want to jump out of a plane?
I jumped out of a window in my dreams.
Almost did.
Was it bricked up? It was bricked up the next time I tried to jump out of it.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
And then the door handle on the door gave me a handshake. That was not nice. What caused that, by the way? You never did tell us.
Fantastic, gentleman. He, not really sure what he was.
Right, well, something came at me with a chainsaw.
Oh, well, that's...
A guy with a hook hand showed up, hooked Dawn.
We saw a lot of stuff.
We did. There was a child, a little Amish-looking kid, and there was a guy with razor finger claw talons. He scratched me up real good.
Danica shot me.
I was trying to shoot the thing in the water that was grabbing you. You were just in the way.
You were just in the way of where I was shooting.
So, what if, like... What would you have done if you actually killed her?
I would have been mournful of it. And attempted to bring her back to the very realm of the living that we are in currently.
Seems like a thing.
I think I could figure it out. I mean, honestly, I've been trying to piece together how we're supposed to resurrect Olivia if she is dead because she was in a rough spot 3 days ago, and if she was in a rough spot 3 days ago, she might be dead now.
Apparently we have someone who's got something in mind for that, so we'll see what happens when we get there.
Is that you? Do you have
I have no plan. What are you talking
I
about?
was just thinking maybe Dawn and I
That's,
could try to magic her back to life.
Meeting outside the plane.
The one that we weren't allowed to attend.
That wasn't on me. But, yes, he wants us to help her, which just happens to help us.
I mean, that's good.
Right. So your friend, your coworker, your boss, he knows a way to help our friend Olivia.
That's just more weird stuff that we seem to keep coming across. So,
Well,
the way I've seen it is, if it helps us, great.
he just gave it to you for free, whatever you needed to help Olivia.
According to him, us helping her helps him in some way.
Well, maybe it's like her dad. You know?
There's
like,
really no telling.
Like, he loves her from afar, but he's afraid to get back into her life because she's already an adult and she's got Henrietta. Oh, it's tragic.
I think I saw that in the soaps the other day.
I think I did
love
too.
it.
I think we watched that movie on HBO.
It was on HBO.
Oh, it's tragic and just heart-wrenching. He's a good man.
Sure. How about we just go with that? Anyway, as far as matters go, seems like maybe whatever this whole thing we've ended up in may have something to do with benefiting his personal goals.
Okay.
Of reuniting with his daughter?
No, he wants us to kill someone, which is fine.
Well, I think we need to kill someone, don't we?
There's always someone that needs to be killed.
Yeah. I mean, we did kill two
Well,
people.
and from your point of view, someone always wants someone dead.
We did just recently kill two people.
Are you having a crisis?
No, I've killed people before, Mr. Gray.
So you guys have this conversation
And they look at me like I'm the monster.
along the 3 hours there, and you guys land on a not so smooth runway. It's definitely been asphalted together, patched in several different places, so it's a little bumpy. But you guys do land, and there's a hangar, if you can call it that.
It's a shed.
It's a Morton building.
It's a shed. Yeah, it definitely seems not too big.
Where the fuck are we? Are you gonna kill us here in that shed, Mr. Gray?
No.
We'll head on. Well, the pilot comes out to you and says, "There's some person standing outside with the sign. Says your name and their name
Did you get a driver?
out here."
I peek outside, like,
You peek outside and you see a probably like early to mid 30s ish Native American male. He's standing there with a sign that says your name's, like he's actually at a big airport. Next to him, you see like this beat up old truck.
We should tell him that.
wait, does it look like Henrietta's truck?
It does not. It looks somewhat similar to her
Henrietta's
truck.
in Sioux Falls with the rest of our cars.
Hey, you don't know. It's been 3 days.
That's true. We should tell him that those aren't our names and that he got the wrong airport. The wrong flight. Just a joke. That'd be funny, right?
Why would we do that?
I don't know. It's funny because he's holding the sign up like there's other planes that land here.
I think that he is actually waiting here for us to help take us.
Oh, God. I hope he hasn't been standing here for 3 days.
We'll apologize.
That seems fair. Yeah.
Anyway, yes. How about we go and see what our friend has in...
You think all of us are going to
Mind
fit in that
you.
truck?
If you press real hard.
Yeah.
I want to sit in the back.
Here you go. See?
You want to sit in the back with me?
Get that open, fresh air.
Yeah, you want to sit in the back with me? My hair ain't
The
going anywhere.
cold.
Oh, it's
West
September.
River, September.
It's September.
September can be warm until.
I mean, yeah, no, it really can be hot. Okay, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you guys.
It's
the
okay.
pilot opens the
I
door
brought a
up.
blanket with me, and I grabbed the blanket from the bed in the hotel.
Oh, yeah.
So the pilot opens the door, and you step out from the stairs there, and this person comes up to you and says, "Are you Gray?"
No, that's me.
Oh my god.
I'm kidding. Everybody's so serious.
Yes, I am Gray.
I'm
I need
Danica.
3 of you to come with me. I'm Henrietta's cousin.
Oh, what's your name?
I don't remember what Henrietta said last episode. What his name was?
Oh.
I don't know if she gave
She
him a
did,
name.
and it was like,
It was like Jonathan or something.
yeah, it was something like that. I don't remember.
Anyway,
Tommy.
Perfect. Well, we're just gonna have our stuff loaded up in the back of your truck, then.
sounds good. We need to.
Where is she?
She's on the Box Elder reservation.
Is
It's nearby.
Olivia with her?
Little girl.
Yeah, black hair.
Her body is in the sweat lodge.
Wait, is she dead?
You didn't know?
No.
We just heard she was slipping.
Yeah.
We heard she was slipping some time ago.
Wait. Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, yeah.
That's true. Well, I didn't
Well.
expect her to be dead. Like maybe just, more slippy.
Yeah.
We need to get there right away. Hopefully, your
Whenever.
truck's hiding a little more kick behind it than that.
I think that
Don't
Dawn
worry
and I
about my
could
truck.
probably give the truck a boost.
Yeah.
Let's maybe not.
No,
do
I
that.
think it's a good
I
idea.
haven't blown up a car today.
I have not blown up a car today.
Are they being serious?
Don't worry about. They're kidding. It was an RPG that she blew up the car with.
And that was like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
You probably saw it on the news.
I don't want any of your weapons in my truck.
Oh, I don't have any weapons. Just my fender.
Pack your stuff up. We need to go.
Well, I assume they're already loading it.
Yeah, like the pilot and
We should give him a boost to make his car faster.
They throw it in the back. Yeah, you four would. This is like a Ford ST. It's got a long bench seat in the front. It's definitely seen its share of off roads. There's rust on the truck. It's deep brown color on the outside.
Are we all going to fit inside of the truck?
If two people sit, or like if you guys sit really close, you could probably
I
get
got
all
it. On your
get-
lap.
Yeah, I got it. We'll put Gray in the middle, and then you can sit on my lap.
Perfect.
Is that what you're doing,
Sure.
Gray? Okay.
Whatever.
So yeah, your bags and stuff are loaded into the back, and tailgate's put up. You jump in this truck, and you guys are headed to the Box Elder Reservation, and that is where we will pick up next time.
Thank you for tuning in to the Campaigns of the Plains channel. Catch new material every Friday on YouTube, and make sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook.